Welcome to Mule Nation, everybody. I just want to first of all express my appreciation for all of you for supporting this channel, watching these videos. Mule Nation is striving to be the ultimate resource in mule deer education. So to all you new people out there, subscribe and follow the journey, join the nation, join the community of like-minded people that just love mule deer. Not only love to hunt them, but to love to protect them. We are trying to teach everybody about conservation, what they can do to help the herds and do their part, but also how you can kill your dream buck. Now this video is going to be a short one for this week. I'm just out here. It's November, watching some awesome mule deer rut action going on. I just thought I'd film this video for you because I'm not that far away from a stalk that I went on a couple years ago. And this one thing could make or break your stalk. And ultimately that is treat every stalk that you go on like you are alone. Even if you have an amazing guide, multiple guides, even if you trust those people very much, do everything that you do normally if you were solo and have the guide just as something that'll up your odds. And what I mean by that is my experience over here. I had my dad and my uncle, and they're great at guiding. Conditions were hard to see, especially when you're in camo. It's hard to find the hunter, which was me, and be able to actually guide them. That's one of the reasons why you should always act like you are a solo person, solo hunter stalking. There are many other reasons, but before you go on the stalk, make sure you know exactly where you're going. Make the route in your head, mark it down on Onyx, mark where the buck is on Onyx, and I'll put a link in the description of that video. That's a whole nother topic of how to use Onyx to pinpoint a exact location that can get you there. But take your pictures, make sure you find your landmarks, because we all know that getting over across the canyon, even if it's a couple miles away or 300 yards away, it just looks different. So make sure you have your landmarks. Make sure you know where you're going, and then you can have the guides tell you if the buck has gotten up, if he's still feeding, if you're on course. But if you don't have any of those landmarks in your head, pictures taken, if you don't have points dropped, your odds of being successful are a lot lower. Yes, it's still, being guided is very effective, but my point is, you should just always do everything that you can as if you were solo, because things can mess up. Like in my case, they couldn't see me. We were just using radios until I got too close that I had to turn it off because I didn't want the noise to blow out the deer. So then I had to rely on my phone, and at the time I wasn't using any satellite communicator. It was just service that we did get from town up in the mountains here, but it was spotty. Sometimes the text would come maybe 60 seconds later, 2 minutes later, and that's just too late. Or really, sometimes the spotter is not paying attention to your communication device, and things just get messed up. So there's not much to say about it. When you're solo, you're really focused on what you're trying to do. You found your buck. You watch the buck go to bed in a perfect spot and stock situation, right? You take your picture from a wide angle, take a picture of the buck, even draw on your pictures, circle landmarks, and as you're stalking and making your hikes, look back at those pictures and see if you can see those landmarks that you have marked. And then, like I said, Onyx, there's a way that you can get exactly to a point from several hundred yards away, depending on your rangefinder's capacity. That'll be another topic for another time and another video, but I'll link that down below in the descriptions. But I hope this helps. I mean, it's a very basic tip, but something that you might not think of because the rush of finding a buck and ready to go on a stalk and be like, I got a guide, it's okay, I'm just going to go and they'll guide me in. Just slow down, take your time. It doesn't matter if you're with people or solo. Make sure in your head everything goes to plan, or everything has a place in your plan. And make sure everybody else that's with you, if people are with you, is on board with everything that you want to do. You are the hunter, you say what goes. Unless your guide obviously sees something different. But anyway, I hope this helps, guys. But thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like these videos, and seriously, let me know down in the comments, like what can I work on? Do you guys agree with all these things going on? Do you have any questions? What do you want me to talk about next? Mule deer education, I love it. I'm still learning about myself. I'm a student of the game, therefore I'm trying to teach others to be a student of the game. The only way of doing that is actively learning and then putting what you learn out in the field. Sometimes you can only learn things out in the field, but just because boots on the ground is your best experience doesn't mean that's the fastest way to learn. If you pair studying and learning with boots on the ground experience, put them together, that's the fastest way to learn. So be a student of the game, guys, not only in hunting, but in life. Be a better person, husband, father. Thanks for watching Muley Nation.